So hopefully I don't have to do that today, but we'll come down onto the floor and you'll lay on your back and just let your feet flop open and let your arms flop open. So let your palms face the sky. Unclench the jaw, soften the forehead. Your shoulders just drop away from the ears. And connecting to the breath, take an inhale through the nose. A long exhale out. Keep letting your body sink a little deeper into the floor. Start to make your exhales a little longer than the inhales. Each exhale getting a little longer, you're going to draw your belly button to your spine and squeeze out all the breath in the bottom of the lungs. And one more inhale for 3, 2, 1. And then on your exhale, try to double that breath. So exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. And on the exhale, try now to equalize the pace of your inhalations with your exhalations. And then you're going to squeeze your right palm and your left toes. And then release. Squeeze your left palm and right toes. And release. Right palm, left toe squeeze. And release. Squeeze the left palm, right toe, squeeze. And release. Now let your head drift from side to side, just as if it was a seaweed in the ocean. And then we're going to gently bring our right ear to our right shoulder whole. And then take your hand, your right hand, and bring it to the side of your head. And just pull a little bit more, not too much. And then come back to center, right palm back down. Let your head drift over to the left ear, left shoulder, left hand comes to the side of your right head and gently pull, not a lot. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, we'll draw the knees into the chest. And we're going to just take the right leg up so you can have your hands onto your thighs, bend your right knee and lift the left, and bend and right, and bend and left. And just now start to kick. Just like you're kicking, like you're sitting on the edge of a pool deck and you're just kicking the water with your feet for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the big toes to touch. Take your arms out in T formation, knees open, soles of feet touch butterfly, and then squeeze. And open and squeeze. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With the legs up. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And on the exhale, reach your arms forward, lifting the shoulders off the floor. As you lift the shoulders off the floor, lift your hips up and look towards the knees, a little pulse. 8, 7. So make sure you're not shaking your head too much, so you don't want to lift from the neck. You lift from the core. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees into your chest. Little rock side to side. And let your knees fall to the right. Open your arms up, look left. Spread your arms nice and wide. Turn the palms up to the sky. And then inhale, legs to center. Keep your arms wide, keep the legs now to the left, look to the right. And then once again, just like seaweed in the ocean, let your legs and head go in opposite directions. So legs up, bring the legs to the right, your head looks left. Inhale, legs up, take them to the left now as your head looks right. Using your core to lift your legs, taking your legs over to the right, your head now switches over to the left. Drawing your belly button to your spine, use your core, lift the legs up, take the legs to the left now as you look to the right. And a few more, just move with your own breath. Equalizing your pace of inhalation with exhalation. And so you want to end with your legs to the left and your head to the right. And that one last round, and then come back to center. Bring your nose up to meet your knees, squeeze in, and then your option is to rock from front to back, or you can roll to your right or left side, coming up to a nice easy sitting pose, right foot in front of the left, and make sure they're not stacked. Just set them one foot on top, or one foot in front of the other. So sitting up tall, take a deep breath in, reach. Exhale to a side bend, doesn't matter which side you go to. Reach over, so you want to lengthen through the side waist to the intercostals. Look up to the sky or look straight ahead and take it as far as you want to go to get that stretch. Inhale, come back to center, touch the palms or just keep them out at about walk width apart. Exhale over to the other side. Keep reaching and extending, breathing into the ribs, the intercostals. Inhale, come up, and exhale, forward fold. So bringing your hands to the floor and then tiptoe the fingers. And stop at the first place you feel a little resistance into the hips, and then let your head drape. So letting your body just drape over the front of your legs. And 5 deep breaths in and out through the nose here. Unclenching the jaw, soften the face. And then very slowly, like a seed slowly growing out of the ground, going to come up, growing up and expanding the arms straight out. Take a deep breath in, reach, look up. Exhale, hands come behind. We're going to gather up the legs, come into Navasana. So you can start with the knees bent or legs straight, hands underneath the hamstring, or reaching forward, or even feet on the floor. Drop the shoulders from the ears. Take another inhale. And then exhale, slowly setting up for the other side. So this time, left leg in front of the right. Sit bones firmly down. Bring your hands on your thighs. drop your shoulders in and you reach your heart to the back of the room. And then inhale, pull yourself forward. Lift the heart, look up. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Press the back of the heart towards the back of the room. Inhale, pull forward and up. Lift the heart, look up, little back bend. Exhale, round the spine, tuck in. And then inhale right up to a neutral spine, tall. Exhale, hands to your sides. Inhale, reach. And exhale, we're going to take a twist. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind you. And draw your belly button in, twist it open. Keep stacking the vertebrae. Slowly unwind, inhale, reach. And exhale, we'll take it over to the other side. Keep twisting open. Find your edge with your breath. Stay connected to that breath. And then slowly come back to center. Reach those arms up. Then exhale, hands down, and Navasana boat pose. So coming into your Navasana in any way that works for you this morning. So if your back is a little sore, maybe keep your feet on the floor. Maybe keep your hands on the floor to help balance, or reach the arms forward. Soften the face. Find some ease in this effort for 3, 2, and gently cross the ankles. Come forward and we'll set up for tabletop. So the hands directly underneath the shoulders. You can take them maybe a little bit wider than shoulder width. And then knees just slightly back with the hips, look forward, take a deep breath in. And then on the exhale, sit back to your heels. And then we're going to inhale, come over, shift over to the right side of your mat, come up the right side, and then over top front of the mat, shift to the left, come down the left side, drop your hips to your heels, circle around to the right, exhale down the left, inhale up to the right, exhale down to the left. Breathe, follow the breath. Let your movements follow the breath. And even close the eyes. And then we're going to come back to neutral table. Extend your right foot back, curl the toes under, and then just press to your hand, the heel of the hand a bit, so that you're pushing your back heel towards the floor. So you got to stretch through that back ankle into the calf. 3, 2, 1, and then bring your knee to your nose and kick back. Straight leg, knee to nose, kick back. Exhale, inhale, extend, exhale, inhale, extend, exhale, squeeze out the breath, then inhale, extend, and a couple more. 1 and 2. Take that leg back, curl your toe under, press back. And then bring that knee in. So now we're going to take it to the other side. Come back to your heels. Move your body to the left side of the mat, come up the left side, and then right over top the front of the mat, down the right. Exhale, inhale up the left. Exhale down the right. Inhale and exhale. Just move with those breaths. Equalize the pace of inhalation with exhalation. Bringing this into a moving meditation. And then come back to center. So if you find that you get a lot of cracks and stuff like that, that's okay. It's just warming up those little sockets in the body. And now take your left foot back, toes down, push the heel back, push the heel of the hands. You stretch and feel the calf opening up. Keeping the length in your spine. 3, 2, and then come forward so your shoulders are now stacked over top of your wrist. Nose to your knee, round. Inhale, extend, look forward, legs straight back. Exhale, squeeze in. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Inhale, extend. Exhale. 4 more. 1, 2. Nice, slow and controlled. 3, follow the breath. And 4. And we're going to take the hands to the back of the floor. And so you're sitting onto your heels, hands down. Just lower down. Almost nose touch the ground. Press the back of the hands, come up. Look forward and then lower. So just a little counter movement for those hands. 3, 4, and take 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your hands to your thighs. Press so your thighs come right up onto your shins. And we're going to lean back, feel the core engage, reach the arms forward, and then pull forward. Elbows as high as the shoulders. Take a deep breath in, exhale, lean back, reach the arms forward. Inhale, pull. Exhale, reach. So it's like you're trying to get your elbows to touch behind your back, but they're not going that far back. Pull. Keep those elbows at shoulder height. So you're working a little bit through the rotator cuff. Reach and pull. Lean back, core engaging, and pull. So it doesn't have to go too far. Keep those elbows lifted. Broaden the chest. So as you pull back, lift your chest forward and up. And reach. 1 more. And bring your hands to your hips. We're going to step forward the right foot, lower the back knee. Tall spine, draw the elbows back and look forward or look up. Keep squeezing your elbows towards each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look forward. Hands to the floor. Curling your back toe under, lift up. Slide your back foot in about half a foot, nose to your front knee. So pyramid pose. Right hip is drawing back as your left hip draws forward. Squeeze through the inner thighs. So you can look forward or you can bring your nose to your knee or chin to shin. And if you're looking towards your chin or shin, you're going to now look forward, lengthen your spine. So flatten your spine, a little lift of your back heel, bend the knee, step forward, and we fold. So feet hip width apart, bend your knees as much as you need to, draw your belly button to your spine, heavy head. Bring a little weight towards the toes. Big breath in and extra long exhale. Soften the shoulders. And then inhale, half lift, flatten your spine, look forward. Exhale, hands to your hips. You're going to press to your feet, root your eyes, come all the way up. Inhale, reach. So the palms can touch, or as if you're holding that block. And then hinge from the hips, forward fold. Lengthen your spine, flatten your spine. We're gonna hold here. Reach forward, right arm back, left arm forward. Right arm back, left arm forward. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come right into chair. Press your feet, inhale, reach. Exhale, hinge and fold. Touch the earth. Remember, you can bend your knees a little or a lot, depending on your hamstrings. Inhale, look forward. Exhale and fold. Step back with your right foot. Step back to your left. We're in plank pose. Pushing the ground away. So palms push the mat. The back of the heart lifts up. The thighs are engaging. You're drawing your ribs towards each other. And then we're going to come all the way down. So you can lower to your knees or keep your legs straight all the way to the floor. And then hips down, tops of the feet down, lift up Bhujangasana. So you want to engage your quadriceps. So the kneecaps are lifting off the floor, but the tops of your feet press down. Inner thighs squeezing together, elbows hugging in. Maybe stay in baby cobra with the hands hardly touching, or a little press to the hands and lift up into bigger cobra. But pull out of your waist, lift the heart forward and up, and then lower down. Take it back into child's pose. Hydration break here, or just stay in child's pose and take 5 deep breaths in and out. Inhale, come back to your table. Exhale, curl the toes under, lift the knees off the mat, hover, fold. Bring your chest towards your thighs. You're going to come into bear squat. So get low. And then we slowly lift the hips up and the heels down. And if the heels don't touch down, that's okay. And so you can either stay here or bend one knee and then the other, little pedal of the feet. Gazing just past the heels or at your navel or just past the nose. Really work your downward dog. So the inner thighs turning in, the eye of the elbows turning in. It's like you're trying to turn a jar lid off with your hands. And then we're going to slowly come to the knees. Sit back onto your heels. Big breath in, reach. And then exhale, press to the shins, come up. And we're going to do those little quadricep exercise. Reach the arms forward this time, arms long. Take it, inhale. Exhale, lean back, open. Inhale, forward. Exhale, draw back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, core engage. And forward. And back. It doesn't have to be too far, so listen to your knees, listen to your thighs. 4 more. 1, 2, puff out the chest. 3, and 4. Nice, bring your hands to your hips, step forward with the left foot. Lunge your right knee and squeeze those elbows back, look up. Little back bend. So think about lengthening out through the back of the neck. Try not to just drop the yin, the bump of knowledge to C7. Think about lengthening your head back. So finding length in that spine in the neck, the cervical spine. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands to the floor. Curl your back toe under. Lift up, slide your foot in, half a foot, and then draw the left hip back, right hip forward, nose to your knee. Or you can come and look forward, wherever it feels most appropriate for you. So everybody can do a little bit different here. So right hip forward, left hip back, looking forward, or folding over. Think about drawing your sits bones towards one another and pull up through your pelvic floor. A little Kegel exercise. And then keeping those sits bones drawing together, look forward. Little lift of your back heel, bend the knee, step forward and fold. Take your peace fingers, wrap around the big toes, look forward so that your arms are straight. You're flattening your spine, your shoulders draw away, and then exhale, we fold, and elbows hug your rib or hug your shins as your nose comes into the knees. Bring weight towards the toes, but keep your heels touching down. Drop your head a little heavier. So it's like your head is a ripe grapefruit ready to drop. So take the stress out of the neck, just let the head hang. And then inhale, half lift, flatten your spine, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale here. Take another inhale to lengthen. Exhale, hands to your hips. Inhale, come all the way up. And reach up to the sky. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, we fold. Step back into your plank. You're going to take your right hand to center line and shift onto the right hand, right side of your foot, or lower the knee and the elbow down. So if you need to modify, take the modifications that you need. Otherwise, take any variation of Vastisthasana side plank that resonates with you. Lift your top hip up, push the ground away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back into plank. Lower to your knees. Child's pose, squeeze out all the breath, dropping your hips to your heels. Just for a moment, squeeze out all that air. Inhale, come forward. We're going to come all the way through. So walk your knees back, bring your chest through, hips down. So a little modified cobra. And then press the heel hands round and take it back to child's pose. And again, come forward, round the spine. Then as your chest comes through your arms, take your thighs down, a little bend in the elbows, look up. Exhale, press the heels, hand round, take it back, child's pose. One more, inhale, undulate forward, rounding the spine, tuck the chin, and then as the shoulders come over top of the hands, lift up, look forward, thighs touch down. Exhale, float back. Inhale, forward table. Exhale, curl the toes under, downward dog. Five breaths here. Find your downward dog. Just don't hang out in downward dog, but really activate the inner thighs. Draw your arms towards each other. Draw your ribs towards each other. And then we're going to start to lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward, a little tiptoe. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to your hips, and then inhale, press your feet, come all the way up. Big breath in, reach, little back bend. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. Play at your hands. We're going to step back into plank. Shoulders stacked over top of the hands. Look forward. And now we're going to take side plank, left side. Option to lower the elbow and knee to the floor. Come into that side plank. Modify it. Oh, shoot. Are you guys still there? I think I lost you. Or I went off anyways.
I'm here, Cindy.
Oh, you're still there? Did it kick out?
Nope.
Oh, okay. All right, so come back to plank. It just showed on this side that it kicked out. So we'll come back to plank. Sorry about that. Technology. And then we're going to come to that left side again and set up for left side plank. Hold. 3, 2, and 1. Come back to your plank. We're going to come all the way down to the floor. So you can lower your knees or straight legs all the way down. And so once you're down, engage through your quadriceps, kneecaps lift, tops of the feet are pressing down, and then heel the hand, lift up into cobra. Exhale, float down. So really engage through the legs. So walk your feet back a little further. Big toes touch, internally rotate the inner thighs. So inner thighs squeeze together, squeeze your bum, elbows hug the ribs. Take an inhale, rise up like a cobra. Exhale, float back down. Rise up like a cobra. So you puff out. Exhale, lower down. Keep elbows hugging the ribs. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower down. And one last time. So you should feel this in the triceps. It's called a cobra tricep. Push up and then press back into child's pose. And let your hips sink to the floor. Inhale, forward table. Curling those toes under. Push the ground away. Let those knees hover again. Hold. Should feel the lower abs engage. Keep pushing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and downward dog. Big breath in. Long exhale out. Tiptoe your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale to half lift. Exhale to forward fold. You're going to slide your hands under your feet, coming to gorilla pose. So you want your toes to line up with your wrist. And bend your knees as much as you need to as you bring your nose toward your knees. Lean forward to the toes. Keep the heels down. Elbows pull out to opposite sides. 3, 2, and half lift. Exhale here. Release the hands. Inhale, flatten your spine, look forward. Exhale, hands to the hips, root to rise, come all the way up. Nice. Step back with your right foot. Warrior 1, turn your right hips forward, left hip back, and come into that lunge. Warrior 1. So staying with chest opening, bring your hands behind your back. If you can touch your palms, go ahead. If not, that's okay too. And just send your knuckles straight down.
Look forward, chin parallel to the floor. And then we're going to start to hinge forward. And start to straighten that front leg. Little bend to the knee. Hold. So it's like somebody has a hold of your wrist and helps to pull you straight up. But press through your legs, strong legs to come up and into a back bend. Release the hands, reach, look forward, and then exhale, open up, warrior two. Look at your back arm and make sure it's level with the front. And think about your ribs drawing in, pull up through the pelvic floor, sits bones draw together. And we'll gently bring the hands to the floor. Spin that back leg, lower the knee, and then heel toe your left foot out to the left side of your mat. So we're setting up for gecko pose. So your leg comes out to the side, forearms down. You can take your left hand to open the left knee and come on the baby toe edge side of that foot. Look over your shoulder. So you can stay there in that little twist, or you can come back and down and let your head drape. 5 breaths here. Breathe into the hip opening. Keep softening through the hip, the jaw, the shoulders. And then walk your hands under your shoulders, press the hands down. Lift up, heel toe that front leg back to center. Come into the lunge, curl the back toe under, lift up. Slide your foot in half a foot, nose to your knee, pyramid pose. And from pyramid pose, look forward. Walk your hands to the top of the mat as you lift that right leg up. Standing splits. So the closer you get your nose to your knee, the higher the back leg goes. But it's not really that important how high the back leg goes. You just want to get that forward fold over the front leg. 3, 2, and then you're going to cross your right ankle behind your left. So crossing the ankles and nose to your knees. Forward fold, bend your knees as much as you need to. Drop the head. Tree frog your fingers, half lift. Straighten the legs, look forward, unwind your legs. Hands to your hips, root to rise, come all the way up. And we'll step back to the left foot and set up for that warrior one. So build your feet, foundation first, and then come up. This time as you interlace your fingers to the back, change up your interlace. So if you always take one, just flip your hands over by one, the opposite direction that you normally take. Lunge, take the arms back, open that chest, chin is parallel to the floor, the crown of the head reaches up. Take an inhale, exhale, start to hinge. As you start to hinge, straighten your front leg. Keep drawing your sits bones together, even though you're taking your right hip back and your left hip forward, squeezing through the inner thighs. And then again, it's like somebody has your wrist or palms or hands and are pulling you straight up. And inhale, reach. Exhale, lunge. And then from here, open up to warrior two. And from here, gently take it to the floor. Spin that back leg, lower the knee, heel toe your right foot to set up for your humble warrior gecko. So you might have to scoot your left knee back, bring your left forearm down, look over your right shoulder, right hand can push the right knee open, and come onto that baby toe edge side, over your shoulder. And the option is to stay in this variation, or if that's just too much of a twist, you can bring your forearms back and let your head rest. Slowly start to take your hands to the floor on your next inhale. Exhale, tiptoe that foot back to center. Line up your knee with your hip, look forward. Curl your back toe under if it's not, and then press, lift up, slide it in half a foot, and then coming into your pyramid pose. Right hip back, left hip forward. Inhale, look forward, walk your hands through, lift that left leg up, nose to knee, heavy head. And from there, we're going to step your left foot behind your right, crossing the ankles into that forward fold. Bend your knees as much as you need to, tuck your nose into your knees. Maybe start to straighten the legs a little bit without bringing your chest off your thighs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, unwind your feet. Coming into a half lift again, a little further. Hands to your hips, root to rise, come all the way up. Big breath in, reach. And exhale, bring your left knee up. Going to hug it into your chest. Tall spine, pull, 3, 2, 1, and then take it back into airplane. And slowly come through to standing. And release. Roll the shoulders. And right leg comes up. Hug the knee in. Tall spine. Pull with your biceps. And then we start to float the leg back. And come into airplane. And then gently bring your right foot to meet your left. Mountain pose, hold. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold. Press your feet, inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to heart center, hinge and fold. Nose to your knees as you squeeze out all the air. Then inhale to fill the lungs, lift. Exhale, hands to hips, root to rise, come up. Big breath in, reach. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold, last. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands, heart center, hinge and fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, we're going to start to lower down onto our tippy toes. Baby crow. Hands to heart center. A little spin to the right. And center. Take a little spin to the left. And center. Release the hands to the floor. Open your knees up, sit down onto your bum, grab the big toes and lift up. Lift the chest, look up, push your heels out. You roll back and out, just come back to it, it's not a big deal. Just play with it. 3, 2, and bring your soles of feet to touch. And so to get your hips closer to your heels, it's better to take your hands behind you, lift your hips up and slide your hips in. Hands underneath the baby toe edge, look forward, tall spine. Exhale, fold. Around the spine, tuck the chin, tailbone. Inhale, look forward. Exhale here. And then draw your legs in. And then from there, you're going to take your left leg out long. The right knee is in, tall spine. And then reach forward with the right hand and you're going to wrap it around the right shin or knee and the left hand comes around. Maybe you can grab a vine, maybe not. If you have a dish towel or a towel or a belt will work. So you can just grab the ends and hold on to it. You have the vine, breathe in, lift with your heart and reach your sternum towards your knee and come up out of your hips and over top of your hips, lengthen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, length. Exhale. And then inhale, come up. You're going to take your left hand, wrap it around that right knee, right hand behind you, twist. And then slowly unwind. Right leg in front. Big breath in, reach. Exhale, fold. So again, so it's inhale, lengthen up out of the hips, and exhale, hinge over top of the hips. So reach your heart forward. Inhale, come up. Bend your left knee. Right hand beside your right hip. Reach the left hand forward. Then wrap it around the shin. Right hand comes behind your back. And take your vine. Big breath in. Exhale to hinge. Draw the belly button to your spine. Reach out, lengthen, exhale, fold. And clench the jaw. Bring softness to the ears. forehead. And sit bones are drawing towards each other. Inhale, come up. Exhale, take your right arm around, left hand behind, twist. Right leg is engaged, press down. Tall spine, twist open. And then slowly unwind, come back to center. Take your legs out, take your hands to the floor. Tuck the chin around the shoulders. You're gonna press the ground away, lift the hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, lower down. Big breath in, reach. Exhale, hands come to your shoulders and we start to lift and lower. Take it at your own pace. And if you find your tailbone or back is bothering you, just take the hands to the floor, lower down. And then you're gonna lift your hips up, slide your hands under your hips or frame your hips with your forearms, taking the legs up to the sky. Point your toes up, flex your left foot down, and then switch and switch. So point, flex, point, and flex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Big toes touch. Draw your belly button to your spine, lower back presses, drop the chin just slightly, and lower the legs for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hover, hold. Draw your knees back into your chest, and inhale, lift up. So like a waterfall, just slowly float the legs down. Nice, slow, controlled. Ribs draw in, and let your heels hover, core engages, and then draw the knees into the chest. And then we're gonna reverse this. So send your legs straight out, let them hover from the mat. Inhale, lift your legs up. Exhale, knees into your chest. Send the legs straight out. Hold. And then inhale, lift the legs up. Exhale, lower the legs back down, straight legs. And lift. And then right leg lowers. And lift. Left leg lower. And lift. And now just move your legs as if you're walking on the ceiling through thick mud. For 10, 9, draw your belly button in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees into your chest, then open the knees up, soles of feet touch, reach through, grab your ankles, pulling the heels towards the pelvic floor. Keep your shoulders down. And then release the ankles, coming down into cobbler's pose. Reach the arms back. Interlace your fingers, point your index, so Charlie Angels your fingers. Lift up. Point your fingers forward and low pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Big breath in. Exhale, lift the shoulders a little higher, and again we pull to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And slowly come down. Bring your hands to your belly. Let the shoulders release.
Let the face soften. Let the knees gently be drawn down towards the ground. At any time, you can straighten out the legs, or you can stay in cobblers, or you can take your legs into cross legs, like we would Sukhasana on the floor with the right leg in front of the left. Let the arms flop open by the sides. And then slowly start to bring some movement back into your body. You can take a spinal twist from side to side. Eventually going to come all the way back up into easy sitting pose. And we'll take a big breath in, reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach back up again. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, tall spine, reach. Exhale, hands back to heart center. And one last big breath in. Keep inhaling as much air as you can. And then exhale, hands to heart center. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Monday, a great week ahead. Hopefully we will see you on Tuesday night at 5:30. Namaste.